I think I'm going to go ahead and shoot this video while the other one's uploading. Things are already trying out fairly well. And there comes in that. I want my pop-ups, but I don't want it from the YouTube uploading thing. I want my messages to come in, but there's no setting to separate them out. Anyway, this is about AT&T and their recent news scam, and how stupid it is. Unless you have a laptop, and then you're not going to get the upload speeds I'm getting, I don't think. And now they kept trying to, waiting for Wi-Fi, keep your phone on and fully charged. No, I don't need nor want those 44 updates that are pending on my phone. The only way I can fight them off, especially because I have to leave my phone on full power, I'll explain. After the robbery and attempted murder of the night of June 14th, 15th, boom, I was short another phone again. I had to get a brand new phone, open up new accounts, and chose to go with Eric. I'm going to wait a second because I've already uploaded one video where the video and the voice were out of sync. I don't care. I have to move on. So, and the other product that the salesman was pushing at Target, that's what we call it, the place where they sell tuck-friendly little boys swimwear. Not just adults, little boys, which kind of caused a lot of us to end any kind of. I never really was a Target person anyway, because they weren't a bargain. Yeah, you could get really good, thick terry cloth towels there, but they cost the appropriate. They weren't like a Walmart. I just didn't find it to be a very good. And now they think that the average American male has a 30-inch waistline. So I picked out, because I picked out a Verizon phone, and then the head salesman, who's obviously getting a commission from AT&T, said, no, we're having a problem with Verizon. Yeah, Verizon ain't paying you to push their products. So I was forced, literally, because I'm in a wheelchair still pushing backwards, one arm barely functioning, June 14th, 15th, almost a year ago. Didn't have any the kind of range of movement and dexterity. Actually, when I got out of rehab and shit, both hands were shaking so bad I had trouble doing text messages. I had trouble holding the phone steady with my left hand and typing with my right hand, and I'm left-handed. And I had the phone set up for left-handed operation, so it reads to the left, because they're just kind of judging where you. Anyway, I'll get on with it. So I paid for unlimited. Unlimited means unlimited. I've read it. I didn't see any. When you reach I keep getting these notices from them, and I just ignore it because right off the bat, I learned that if I used their Wi-Fi, they were slipping in that fucking bloatware on me, trying to destroy my phone. And all it did was just polish up as graphically a different, but not functionally superior to the system I have on this factory reset. I'm back to where this phone was at and working very well, and I'm getting upload speeds of around 6.66 repetition, 6 gigabytes per second. Every time I link into Starbucks, which is not secured, I am encrypted, but it's not secure, tells you, or the Sherwin-Williams or whatever, it's my upload speeds just grind to about, I'm lucky if I get 1 fucking megabyte per second. Like I'm out in the fucking woods somewhere. So I learned early on that whole Wi-Fi thing is to cut down their carrier costs. Fuck no. I use that 1 terabyte a day shit to grind that bully into the ground. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Bible and jerking. Please. I had a situation. I handled it. Now we're back on track. I had a bunch of, really don't know still what his motivation is, other than just some people just like to manipulate. As long as they can somehow change the path of a river, they feel like they're a giant. Although he may be paralyzed from the waist down, housebound and agoraphobic, what I'm reading in paraphiliac. So, you know, and I did have cricket. Actually, that was a cricket. There was a second, yeah, the second cricket phone, and I got screwed on that deal. The first cricket phone I had, I paid the extra. You know, I'm eligible for the affordability program, so I know so much about it. And Cricket was the AT&T branch that decided to pick up the government business, because there were a lot of other subcontractors that were selling defective phones and shit like that for massive amounts of money. Didn't care, and they would, oh gosh, I still am entitled to it as a backup phone. I'll get around to it someday, but I'm not going to spend. It has to be somewhere. The Cricket store here has to be somewhere along my way before I'm going to stop there and apply for it, and I'll just get the basic phone that they provide for free. But I'm not going to give them this number. I'm keeping this phone number because I know the last, at least know the names of the last two. Actually, I think one of them was stealing Mr. Ayler's phone numbers and giving it to his creditors. And now some guy around Somerville, Texas, is giving out a number that's very similar, but not this simple, easy to remember number that I have. It's perfect for a business. I can sell it to a business. When you get a good number like that, yeah, hang on to it, because I can spiel it out and it's unmistakable in just a few syllables. I'm sorry, it keeps. So AT&T every month after, because I'll do that, I'll do the 37.5 gigs in one day. The first day after I renew my plan, and they go, yeah, turn on the Wi-Fi. No. If I start using Wi-Fi, y'all slow me to nothing. But it kind of points it, or we'll slow down your speed if you're in an area that has a lot of congestion. I'm in an area that's congested as hell, and yet I still get, upload speeds at or a little above 6 megabytes per second, which is enough for a typical person on like a laptop. And actually, Starbucks, I don't think most of those people are not using their Wi-Fi. They're just working on data they already have in their computer and stuff. They're not really. Why would you want to link into a Wi-Fi that's not in the least bit secured? And all I found is using Wi-Fi and stuff. All it was doing was slowing down my progress. That just kept. If I don't watch it, if I allow one single fucking update under our terms of agreement, they get to go in there and reset my settings, and they'll turn on that goddamn Wi-Fi again. Fuck Wi-Fi. I'm paying for unlimited. Yeah, that's what I bought in for. And if I want to upload a fucking terabyte a day, I'm going to do it. And you're going to do it at a speed that's acceptable to me. Now, I am in a spot where it's being serviced properly. There's a lot of congestion right here, but there are spots in town where there's a lot more, around like the Walmart area, Stonehill Mall area. A lot of spots where the traffic being carried from this exact location is more than reasonable. There's no reason for you not to give me the upload speeds I'm getting right at this moment. I'm uploading about 6 gigs right now. By the time I finish this video, the other one will be in processing. That's where they check they compress a few frames here and there, and they listen to every word to make sure you're not engaging in hate speech and other things like that, or no copyright violations. So that's pretty much it. That's about all I want is, Has anybody ever checked out the Ryan Reynolds Unlimited for $15 a month? Uh, I bet you it's probably working the same way as that. It's kind of like, I doubt you're going to be restricted. It's going to be another. I've seen some of these people that, they got one of the, what is it, affordable connectivity program, and they blow through that 1.5 to, they get with some carrier, and they blow through that 1.5 to 20 gigabytes data in no time, and then they can't even send a text message or make a phone call unless they find free Wi-Fi somewhere. And that was a big problem down in Austin. Is that there's just not too many open, unlocked, open, for. Uh, so, let me remind you one more time. I had a Yankee niece, that trust fund baby, one of the Boston Logans, niece by law. Uh, they had no children. She didn't want children. She loved teaching children and stuff, but didn't want to have any. Died at 50 of pancreatic cancer. Lovely, lovely woman. Treated me very well, but she treated her husband, my bastard nephew, appropriately, because he was a mess. He was like a typical musician. Self-absorbed, egocentric. And she's a musician too, but she did something else. Teach. She played bass. Both the big one and the guitar one. And the big one, boy, it'll groove your fingers real quick. It ain't too good for, anyway. So I was trying to remind you that at one point in time, in the early 2000s, AT&T did a reverse stock split. If you had 5 stocks of AT&T, all of a sudden you were only holding 1 at the same value. 5 became 1. Reverse split. Not split forward, where 1 all of a sudden, and you have 5 the same value as the first one. It wasn't a forward split, it was a reverse split. It was a condensation. And she was a little bit annoyed at that. So I remember that at AT&T, I've just never, they were always ranked lowest. Verizon for a while was number 1 in the country, but now that I'm in an area where we're just ass deep in 5G, you'd have to be an idiot to get a 4G phone. It's just a complete blithering idiot. That's what the guy that bought out, he was obviously gay and stuff. He did everything he could. And I had just gotten out of an ER. This was before the riot. This was after a hospitalization and subsequent ER. And I'd survived the night. The ER staff actually paid for the lift to take me from, and he blew the first location. I gave him the exact, he didn't mind. I think they had already let him know they'd tip him well in advance. It's transport me in my wheelchair to someplace I could get a new phone. And, oh my God, it was cold. He knew it was coming. He had been more up on the radar than they were. And it hit, and it got down to about 36 that night, and I wasn't very well prepared for it. And I still had that real older, the wide-ass wheelchair. That thing's 20 pounds heavier than this chair, and really didn't have hardly any kind of, but knowing that shopping mall, I found the one. It wasn't already the one leeward spot, and managed to stay alive all night. And 8 a.m. I was ready actually for when the cricket store opened up. That's right, I got my first cricket. And this guy did everything he could to not sell me a fucking phone. Well, I gotta go stock. Now I gotta go to the bank. Then he starts throwing this He's in no way an Israeli. He's not Jewish at all. Doesn't know how to close. He should have taken me right off the bat. He was trying to do the deal. He kept trying to do a deal with me. And I told him what my absolute maximum price range with him is going to be. And then he forced me into a fucking a 4G phone when our understanding was 5G. And so was I upset when it was stolen? Not particularly. Even they're going to go, oh, it's just 4G. And it was their in-house brand, Icon or something, IKON, or yeah, con artist, piece of shit. And the way he billed it to my account was as an annual. I was supposed to already have free replacement anyway. This guy was a piece of fucking shit. Made an old man cripple in a fucking one arm in a wheelchair wait after I survived an extremely cold night. We didn't close the deal until 11:30. That fat bastard. So yeah, I'm with AT&T at the moment. But I'm straight up, no cricket stores, none of your bullshit, no affordability program, none of that crap. They want you to get all these, no, prepaid. And they go, oh, you can get it for $9 less if you let us do auto pay. No, that's where you start double and tripping billing me as you need the cash flow. You think I'm stupid? You think I ain't been in the business world, know all about dollar volumes and shit? You think that double or sometimes triple billing on auto pay is accidental? No, it's not. That's pretty much all I got to say, especially about AT&T and their bullshit. Because actually, when I got this phone, it was the last of the $50 unlimited prepaid cards were on the shelf. By the next month, you couldn't find one anywhere around here. I had to get a 30 and a 20, and then they wanted some more money on it. I knew they were already. Then a month after that, they wanted $65. When I signed on, that's okay. I'm getting the upload speeds that I need. I'm in the right spot. And that upload speed, that terabyte a day of video, I bet that boy has some serious fucking eye fatigue. Or, you know, if he's still trying to wiggle his wanker, you know, while watching me, if it's something sexual he's got. Because now he's focused on the very toothsome, that's actually an eating term, Troy, the guy who's trying to replace hobo shit stain. And his first video going out to spread shit stain ashes, it came up on my feed after and it's been out for like 10 days or something, and only got 14,000 views. Some of the tribute memorials to shit stain got, 80,000. And his didn't get that much. This guy I know, name is Troy. He come on here and told me he was joking, so he had a sense of humor. He says that I've spent 2 years trying to suck my way to the top. His exact words. That's what you said, Troy. And yeah, I blocked him. I'm gonna have his channel blocked. But that's just because I have to show to the Google AI that I have really no association. I'm not a rail fan. I'm no hobo fan. And good luck, Troy. Like I said, you've only got 2.7 more million miles to rack up before you gain the stature of the Superman King of the Hobos. That picture that Gone Again or whatever took his, the King of the Hobos, that video where he's standing there with his feet spread apart in the Superman pose, just like that fucking Vietnam vet that attacked me the other day, assaulted me. And shit, what a chicken shit. You can't even win a Texas stare down, motherfucker. Seriously. You blinked, you averted your eyes and shit, and you quickly realized that I'm already figured out how to fucking kill you with one fucking hand that ain't that fucking strong. One hand, motherfucker. And you kept getting in my range. That's what I wanted you to do. You didn't realize I was manipulating you. Just like this punk ass bully didn't realize I'm, yeah, terabyte a day. Good luck with that. He keeps trying to generate, he keeps subscribing to me, keeps having to modify stuff. And I just check off. Yeah, impersonation of me. He's trying to use me from here up and then blend it up, put me on Charles Bukowski's head. Kent Krukowski. You know, I only seen it because he wanted me to look at it and subscribe again, even though that channel was blocked. See, I can block you from talking, but you can unsub, resub as much as you want. That's what we've been trying to do, is trying to make me feel like I'm riding some roller coaster when I know I still probably have over 700 channels. There's probably still 200 fake infill pages in there that can't comment, that he will eventually have to withdraw, or YouTube is slowly deactivating those channels. And I would like all of you to help me join with me in getting the Hobo Shoestring channel deactivated. You know, I think his sisters are actually so kind of greedy that they actually expect that to become a big cash cow, that it'll go up to 300,000 and $500,000. No, ain't happening. The merchandise sales are at zero when I checked the store. Nothing was moving. And what schlock and chintz and crap. And it just ain't going to happen for you. You're not going to inherit a cash cow from your brother. And I bet you he didn't have everything. He probably had some kind of a moderator. And that moderator may have enough power to assign it the revenue. Of course, he's going to want a cut of it because it's time consuming. It's a moderated YouTube channel. They're going to probably want their cut. And I don't see the shit stain channel generating any revenue right now. Are we going to hear from the Nazi symbol 99 SOS stuff, which is owned by the bully? You can't figure that out. You know, most of Shit Stain's viewers have a really bad case of probably both of myopia and alcoholics, or some other kind of drug-induced amblyopia. You can't see shit. You can't see the forest for the trees. Loretta Shepherd done showed up at Troy's deal, licking his. I don't get it. I really don't get the whole attraction to hobos. I rode the Shire Night train. I'm done.